Hey everyone, welcome back to Cat's Coils. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this cute cornrow style over my Microlocs using Sister Locs extensions. If you would like to see how I achieved this style, keep watching. For this style, I'll be creating 4 jumbo cornrows. I'm starting here with my first part. When you have Microlocs, sometimes you may not get perfect parts, but I'm doing the best I can with the parting system that I have. So as you can see, I'm starting my first braid with just my Microlocs. And then I start adding hair a little further down. It's almost the same concept as regular cornrows, like when you're doing the feed-in cornrows. It's the same concept. So I'm just gonna keep adding hair as I go down the braid. And as you can see, I'm adding 2 pieces of Sister Loc extensions hair each time I add hair to the cornrow. So I just wanted to point out that sometimes your hair will be left out and we will fix it later. There are a couple different ways that you can take care of that situation. But if your Microlocs are not super long, then you will encounter this problem. You will also encounter some of the Sister Loc extensions sticking out toward the bottom, and we'll fix all of that later. So as you guys can see, I'm using one Sister Loc extension and I'm wrapping it around the braid itself, and I am tying it into a knot to secure the end of the Sister Loc braid. Now, as you guys can see, I am just taking my hair and I am tucking it into the cornrow itself. That's one way to fix it. Another way to fix it is, if you want, you can secure it with a bobby pin. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and do the next braid, following all of the same steps. So first, starting the cornrow with just my Microlocs, and then as I go down the braid, I will add 2 pieces of Sister Loc extension hair, and continuing that step all the way down the braid. So I'm using the Sister Loc extension brand called Naetorious Locs. This is a Black-owned business. I have the information here on the screen, and I will leave the information in the description below. And as you can see, as you get closer to the bottom, it does get harder to keep all of the pieces together. So you're going to have to kind of braid a little tighter, but as you guys may or may not know, I do not like my braids tight, so I'm working kind of slow just to make sure that all the pieces are staying in as best as possible, and I will fix all of the loose stray locks once I'm done with the braid. And I will follow all the steps with these last 2 braids. As you guys can see, I've got a nice part down the middle. It is not super straight and it's not perfect, but it's okay. The style will come out cute anyway. And since there's so much hair in the middle of my head, I started my cornrow just like I did with the other ones, but I just went down a little further because the hair is so thick. I didn't want it to be too thick of a braid. So to compensate for the amount of hair that I haven't put in yet, I will start adding 3 pieces of hair toward the bottom to thicken up the braid once all my hair has braided down. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just speed up the last braid because I'm following the same steps. And yeah, style's almost done. It's coming together. And one last time, don't forget to secure the braid by wrapping one sister lock extension around the braid and tying it into a knot. And you don't have to tie it into like 2 knots, you can just tie it off one time and it secures the braid. If you want, you can trim the ends of the sister lock extensions to make them the same length, or you can braid them all the way down. But one thing I did notice with that is that there were a lot of the ends that were sticking out of the braids, and it just was not as aesthetically pleasing. But that's all I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you found it helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you will try this style. And yeah, until next time, bye.